What's up, Gemini? How y'all doing tonight? It's Anomaly. Thank you for joining me at the table. Um, let's see what's going on with you guys right now. Kind of, never going to kind of talk about some maybe decisions or some things that maybe you need to know about your path or, where you might need to start heading towards. But let's see what's going on right now for you guys currently. Alright, so far we have the Eight of Swords in reverse with the Two of Swords. So you got something that's weighing heavy on your mind, it looks like. You and another person maybe. But it's in the reverse. Let's see what's going on here. Alright, the Hierophant reverse. Alright, so you guys got something kind of going on where it looks like, well, one, you're in your head about it a lot. With the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay. Two of Swords. This could be something that's between you and somebody else. But it's kind of like who's going to break first, who's going to say something first. Whatever it is, it's something that, 9 times out of 10, it wasn't supposed to happen with the Hierophant in the reverse. Three of Cups in reverse on the bottom of the deck. Nine of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. So it looks like somebody that's in a circle of friends, possibly for you, Gemini, whether it be you or someone else to the cross watcher. Someone's like, they're like hawk-eyeing, like money, like somebody, like their come up, what they have, things like that. Right? Oh my gosh, good shuffle, right? Let's see. So what's weighing on Gemini's mind with the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Two of Swords? That's 10 swords. Somebody wants to tell the truth. See? Ace of Swords, sorry. So it's something where you want to tell the truth and it's weighing on you real heavy. Let's see. I'm getting your business a little bit, okay? What's going on with Gemini Spirit? Alright, let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of Cups. The Fool. Ooh. Now, in the situation, you got the Six of Cups, the Fool, but then you have the Five of Cups in reverse. So it's almost like somebody's going and they getting what they need for this ride. Like they getting all the cups together. They going to source. They figuring out how to make this situation work out, how to have, enough resources in order to, what is that? Enough resources in order to be able to, like, maybe take back to a home, take back to a family, take back into a community with the six being here. And they go and they give it to someone, like they're freely giving it with this full energy, yet somebody is taking what the resources they're giving and they're like pouring it down the drain almost. It's like somebody doesn't know how to manage what's being given to them. They don't know how to care for it in the way that they're supposed to. Somebody's working hard to make sure that it's there, that love, that care, that support is there, but somebody's like taking it for granted. On the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the Two of Cups in reverse. So somebody's stability is on the line, and they have to make a decision about whomever it is that they're choosing to deal with, where it was once a happy home, but it's not so happy anymore, or it's once a happy situation, but it's not so happy anymore. Oh, this song is by Telepop. It's called Breathe, and maybe that's what you need to do, Gemini. You need to just breathe. The Hierophant reverse with the Two of Swords. And I think this weighs on you heavily because this isn't like, whatever this is maybe like not how you were raised or like not how you were brought up to do things or, whatever this life that you're living, like that's not how you were taught to be, essentially. Yeah. So let's see. What's the Hierophant reverse with the Two of Swords? It's the Emperor in reverse. So whoever this boss is, this CEO, this person that may run this family. They're not operating the correct way. Whatever it is that they control, they're not controlling it in the most productive way for you, Gemini. The Hierophant reverse with the Emperor reverse and the Ace of Swords are bright major arcana. They're doing something or they're acting in a way that's actually not suitable for you, or this could be you, Gemini. The Hierophant reverse and the Emperor reverse. Why? What reason for this? Eight of Pentacles, Two of Wands. It could be because of who you work with, who you communicate with, who you talk to gather your resources from. The Lovers in reverse. So some of you may still speak to an ex or something of that nature. They don't like it, or what it is that you're talking to individuals that you work with and talking to people that you previously dealt with. It looks like too that they feel like you're making this conscious choice, or that's what they're doing too. It could be that one person goes and they talk to somebody who's at work, like where they talk about their business or what's going on with them, and then the other person is like they talk to people that like maybe their exes or somebody that they aren't necessarily dealing with anymore. Then you have on the bottom of the deck the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Swords in reverse, and the Hermit. So somebody, they're restless. They can't sleep. You know what I'm saying? They feel some type of way. Um, I think they want these truths to come out. And then it's the Queen of Swords in reverse, followed by the King of Cups. So it's like you might come off bitter, or this feminine energy may come off bitter as they express their concerns and things like that. So yeah, just take some time to breathe before you step into the situation, Gemini. What's the Ace of Swords and the Emperor in reverse, Spirit? All right, you have the Nine of Pentacles and you have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So whoever this is, this Emperor, this person that's supposed to be significant, who's supposed to be your partner, of course, in the Hierophant, the upright, a fated connection. It's like they spy or watch your money or your income. Nine of Pentacles coming out again. Like, it's like they keep watching it, and then at the same time while they're watching it, they're running off and, like, basically, speaking ill about it. Like, maybe they're saying that you can't take care of, things or whatever, or that you don't take care of your responsibilities, or that you're not bringing anything in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Six of Pentacles, they go back to some type of community, whether it's their home, their folks, or they, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's work here, there's exes here, it's something of that nature. But there is judgment here on it, like where somebody is going to, a King of Swords is now in the reverse, where they're freely, like, they're going to express themselves, but it's like they're going to try to come off as caring and stuff, but it might not. It's like it's a cross of words here. So that's just kind of like the temperature of the energy that might be going on, Gemini. Let's see. So just breathe and, shake it all out, right? Alright, we're going to get you 2 shaman cards, and then we're going to get you a card with a little direction. Each of these are cards that are going to give you direction or some type of understanding to your next move or what you should be thinking about next. Remember, take your time to breathe through all situations, Gemini. Just breathe. If breathing doesn't work, run. If running don't work, jog. Go ride a bike. Get a book. Go paint. You know what I'm saying? Get creative. You know what I'm saying? Make that creativity flow. Let's see what's going on with Gemini Spirit. What advice do you have for them to be aware of? Some of you might feel like you got like a stain, like this is like a stain on your life, or you have like a stain on you from this situation. But you don't, just remember that you can grow through any situation, and remember that even the toughest situations or the challenges are well worth it, right? Okay, so you guys got East, as direction, the number 59. Let's see, what's that? 14, 5. So 5, 9, or 5. That's, just look out for these numbers. East, feminine, spring, child, and fire. So maybe at some point in the near future, 2024 springtime, or in 2023 springtime, I'm assuming that this is something recent, a recent change or come up, or this is the new direction that you're going to be heading in. But I feel like it's almost like a time of renewal with that fire energy coming up. Okay. And then you have 51, amber, masculine, third chakra, and water. So first, before I did your video, it was like a blooper, so it's not here. But when I was starting to talk, it was like I had something like kind of come in my throat, and I started sounding real froggy like. It was mucus, of course, and I spit it up, and I was like, dang, I wonder if y'all are sick. So, take care of yourself. Amber is a good stone to have. It's supposed to be a stone or I don't think it's necessarily a crystal. Someone call it a stone, or maybe a mineral, but like you take it, and like if you have like an ailment, like an ache, or maybe a spot where it's a wound that's healing, you take it, you can rub it on top of it. The energy that is supposed to put into you from the sap of it is what helps to heal the ailment, of course, if you believe. And then amber is good to burn too, because like I said, it's a healing stone, even as a resin, as an incense, if that's what you can do and you can't get the stone, think about that. So it looks like you guys are going to be doing some cleansing and healing of your own energy, maybe healing some wounds. East, right now, as far as we look at this direction down here, maybe you guys might be having something going on down below that you might want to take care of and look into, that's going to require you to do some type of healing. I always think it's important for this particular stone, when it comes to amber and it comes to like cleansing it, you want to use like sage, or like a bundle of the herbs or whatnot to cleanse the stone. But don't just leave it sitting in it, because of course, like I said, it's like sap almost. So if it gets too hot, it'll start to melt. If it sits in water, it dissolves. This is not something that you necessarily put in salt water to purify it or anything like that. Speak positivity into it, and put your incense or your herbal burns, burning bundle that you're burning through it. Okay, so we're gonna try one of these from the Lemuria Beyond Lemuria deck. This is glass animals. I think it's called Gooey. I just need some space. Alright, that's 2 cards. Come on. What's going on with Gemini Spirit? This is strictly for Gemini. No interferences. See, somebody keep trying to tag along with everything that you're doing. Even with the other deck, it was 2 cards coming out each time and whatnot. So it popped up at first with the words. I'll show you the picture though in a moment. So for number 59, Gemini, this is just something for you to be observant of and just pay attention to, or taking, into consideration. I am the east, I am the dawn, I am the morning. It is within me that the sun is born. I bring illumination and creativity to your path each day. I am springtime, a time of new growth and beginnings. The bright yellow fire of my morning light lifts you beyond the mundane to a spiritual path of strength and intellectual growth. Quietly contemplate the child within and consider new possibilities. There is an inner need to share with others and to find things in common. Communication with others and with yourself should be as clear as morning light. You can't just look, you must truly see. I am originality, I am clarity, I am the message, I am the fire within. So it's like, like I said, y'all, it looks like y'all kind of going through a little bit of a turmoil of like the power. Y'all, I told you, get some money in maybe for that call. But it looks like y'all are going through like a bit of a turmoil, or it's like a tug of war power, essentially. And it's unfortunate because it seems like you're doing things that you know you shouldn't be doing or that you don't really agree with. And it's like you might be going back and forth. You know what I'm saying, with this individual. Some of you may have kids. Of course, check on your kids. If, you know what I'm saying, they're experiencing some congestion and things because of the weather breaking. But like it said, the inner child. And again, I said the word renewal when it came to the springtime, you know, east and fire. Like that's, you know, do we have a spring solstice? I think we have a summer solstice. I don't know if we have a spring one, but you know what I'm saying? At some point in time, there's going to be something that just rejuvenates you. So I hope that you guys don't necessarily have to take so long to wait until spring to come to this understanding. Because it looks like this is a journey, like when we're healing our inner soul, our inner self, you know what I'm saying, the shadow side of things, the things that nobody else knows. This is what like kind of torments you or makes you feel some type of way. So just, of course, you know, Gemini, have grace with yourself. Don't beat yourself up about the situation, but take into consideration, like, it's time for me to think about my path or where I want to go and what I want to do next. Okay, 51. Amber. I am Amber. I am the primitive fossil resin of our ancient tree brothers. I am down to earth, yet I lift the spirits. Now is the time to redirect yourself and concentrate on your personal powers, intellectual abilities, patience, and calmness. Ancient wisdom and knowledge are attained through careful study and using my properties to attract receptive thought patterns. Look to your masculine side for protection, strength, confidence, growth, and development that leads to balance. I am the healing light of love. Hold on. Okay, so my bad. I was, checking the babies. But there it is. Masculine side, protection, strength, confidence, growth, and development, which helps create that balance. Once we start to go to that shadow side, recognize it for what it is. Sometimes keeping things to ourselves isn't really the best thing. When we realize that we're just keeping secrets, that we're not being honest, if we can't be honest with ourselves, and now we're not going and we're not even being honest with others, at this point or at some point in time, what do we start feeling like we're living a lie, right? And so that can be tormenting. And then knowing that whatever's going on is not even by the books that you learned, that's something that we have to take into consideration, right, Gemini? Like, that's not even how my parents brought me up, or that's not ever how I wanted the, my situation to be, woo, 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 like X, Y, and Z. So then what you guys have is water, the overflow. Let's see, boom. The being in the picture has many hands, and yet water falls through her fingers. It blesses her in the moments, it touches her radiant skin and continues on its journey. Her heart is also overflowing with love. Her eyes are filled with tears. She gracefully allows what comes through to move her without control. Aligned with purpose, she is overjoyed to give from the limitless place, and she radiates so much light into the world. Give more from a place of overflow than obligation. Even when we think we have nothing to give, coming from a mindset of overflow creates more of what we want. And one thing I'm envisioning when I I was reading this is, situations where, and this is just from a woman's perspective, of course men go through this, but sometimes we gotta do what we just gotta do, right? We gotta make sure that the household got what it needs, has what it needs, that everybody is taken care of, that, everyone is nourished, that there's a house, somewhere for them to sleep, clothing, shoes, the books for school. Like, we have to do all of that regardless if we're single or if somebody else is there, a partner is there. And it happens sometimes where we get caught up in situations where the partner is there, but we're doing all the work. And this is vice versa for masculine energy as well. And sometimes we have to go to a place where, okay, you got those 6 cups, right? From those cards, the 6 cups. And now you going back, you know what I'm saying? You already have 5 on your back. You going, you carrying the load, you getting the rest of the water or the rest of like the love or the nourishment or whatever the resource is that you need to take back. And then somebody is just throwing it down the drain. So maybe it's time to think about not giving as much. Maybe it's time to think about keeping a little bit for yourself, because you're giving it all to somebody and they're just throwing it down the drain. And while you going and getting the next load, they pouring that cup out. It's like you're being taken for granted. Somebody in the situation is being taken for granted. So again, when you're getting these cups filled and whatnot with these resources or this abundance of love or overjoy, how much are you keeping for yourself that you know that you're going to take care of? Because what my mama used to say, that nobody going to take care of nothing. Nobody going to take care of your stuff the way you will, because you worked for it. You made the deal for it if it was a deal. You had to put in whatever blood, sweat, and tears to be able to afford it, to get it, to achieve it. When it's just handed to you, people think that, oh yeah, I'm supposed to get that. They're supposed to do that. That's not real though. So that's just something for you to think about, Gemini. It's time to start making some choices. And again, water is obviously a cleansing agent. When we go in the water, speak that positive affirmation into yourself. Please, I want to just wash off any, negative energy that's holding or sitting on me. I want to cleanse my skin. I want to cleanse my body inside and out. I want to take away any disruptions that are, circling my vortex or trying to enter my chakras. Like, I want to have a clear mind. I want my third eye to be clear. I want it to be open. I want to be able to see clearly, to be able to know what my next move is, what I need to do. Not coming over here listening to Anomaly on Tarot. Although I would love for you to come over here and talk with me through, this table, Gemini. But sometimes we want to figure things out on our own, right? And that's why we don't go to other people. And that's why we might become a little tormented by our demons or by the shadow side, But if you're going to sit there and take the shadow side by yourself, then you got to be able to face the truth of it and be able to dig yourself up out of it. Don't have yourself so far deep and then say, hey, I need help. That's not to say you won't have help, but how easy is it to get somebody, at that point in time versus already having somebody trying to assist you and help you in the stages where things have already started going south, or, some extra planning need to go in place. So please like this video. Please subscribe. I think you can share it. Please share. I appreciate y'all joining me at the table with Anomaly and Peace.